What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to Klaudless and Indy. I'm Klaudless and I'm in Indy, and fortunately for you, it is another beer review. This one I've been waiting for quite a long time to make this one. So let's roll the intro and we'll get to it. Alright, welcome back. So today I have for you the highly anticipated, if not only by myself, the Jack's Donut Ale by Sun King Brewery in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Sarasota, Florida. So yeah, look at that here. Not sure if I can get the lighting right here. My lighting's all kind of funky this evening because I was originally wanting to shoot this video outside, but it was raining all day today, and yeah, I wasn't really sure how I was going to do this, but I had the time tonight, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to go for it. So yeah, here we are shooting the video. So you can actually find this beer on the sunkingBrewery.com website, but unfortunately there's not really any information, right? I think it's just the just a description of the beer, but that's it. So I don't know how accurate the ABV or the IBU actually is on Untappd.com. But let's go ahead to here. So the Donut Ale is considered a stout / pastry ale, coming in at an ABV of 6.8% and an IBU of 10. This edition of Donut Ale is a stout made with Jack's peanut butter icing and chocolate covered peanut butter pretzel donuts for full chocolate and peanut butter character. All right. I mean, that's a lot there. I mean, that's theoretically a lot of flavor. I mean, just from that description, I'm expecting to taste a whole lot of peanut butter. But because there's pretzels in there, I mean, we may get some bready notes, maybe some toasty notes, maybe. Salty notes, maybe. Not sure. I mean, it's just going to be very interesting. I'm very, very curious if we're going to be able to taste that peanut butter, though, because that's what I'm looking for. Maybe some of the chocolate, but primarily that peanut butter. But yeah, I think they've done collaborations with other places as well. I think when I first started with Sun King, they had, I think, what's called the Flying Cupcake. I don't remember exactly what that was. I don't know if it was a King's Reserve or not, but I think that was in collaboration with the Flying Cupcake Bakery, which I want to say is that Keystone. Is that in Keystone? Maybe. Not sure. But yeah, I mean, Jack's Donuts is very popular. I think they have a multitude of locations all over the Indianapolis metro area. Yeah, like I said, they're very popular. I like their donuts personally. I've had them. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to this can design here. So, as you guys probably saw in the picture, we have this can is littered with donuts that have peanut butter icing all over it and chocolate covered pretzels. But I mean, it does say the description does say chocolate covered peanut butter pretzel donuts. So I mean, that's is definitely a mouthful here. But as I said before, will we be able to taste the peanut butter? Will we be able to taste the chocolate? That is the question. And of course, on draft is one thing, but we're talking about in the cans But yeah, so anyways, it's pretty much sprinkled with, can I get it to focus on the can? There we go. Pretty much sprinkled with donuts and pretzels. We have a somewhat glossy letters there, as you can see. The Sun King is glossy, the Donut Ale is glossy, the Jack's Donut is also glossy, and then we have the description on the can there that I think... What? Actually, no, it doesn't meet the description I just read. It actually says ale brewed with peanut butter icing and chocolate covered peanut butter pretzel donuts. Wow, like I said, that is still a mouthful. I'm like, how are you supposed to incorporate all those flavors? I mean, are you going to be able to taste everything? Is it going to be delicious? That is the question. All right. And then we're moving on. Did I get it? Yeah. I mean, pretty much the other side of the can is an exact mirror of the other side. This is a pint can. And sure, I mean, I still have to give it up once again, and I probably didn't say it for the last video, but I think I do like this can a little bit more than the Cherry Berry Cuvée. I mean, just look at this. I mean, my mouth is already watering. Okay, I am thirsty to try this beer. Also, if you guys didn't notice already, this is a sticker on the can. So yeah. So let's get into it. And even on the can, actually, it says it's a stout ale. It doesn't say pastry ale. It says stout ale there. But I mean, there's technically pastries in the beer, so there you go. Alright, and for the tasting of this video, let me set this right here. For the tasting of this video, I'll be once again using this Take-Hoo glass. I'm still trying to, figure out how the tasting, just this glass. I mean, I've always wanted one of these since I've been reviewing beers, just on my beer tasting journey. And so, yeah, I'm really trying to see how it compares to my regular wine glass. I mean, I already, just based on my last video, I kind of already saw a difference because, of course, it's just the low tapering here and then just the shot up. But this is highly recommended in some communities. So I was like, I need to get myself one and give this a try. So let's go ahead and get to the pour. Very nice, very nice. Okay, here we go, Look at that, you guys. Look at that. Am I getting it on camera? I don't want to pour too much. Look at that. Absolutely great. Beautiful head formation. It is nice and dark there. I'm going to turn up the light in just a moment to shine some light through this glass here so we can I was sounded like it was raining for a minute there. I mean, it's just really high winds. Just so we can actually see the color. But let me see if I can do that. Well, no, I don't want to mess up my tripod here because I'm currently with the tripods on glass, so it's been like slipping and sliding all over the place. But I really wanted to show you guys the head. I want to see if I can maybe get it on the camera just how bready that is. Just fluffy, lots of bubbles, small bubbles. It is a brown head, like a toasty head. Yeah, very frothy. All right, I'm gonna turn off the light here. See if we can get the color. See if we can see some color here in the glass. I think you guys might be able to see it better than I can here. No, it's very difficult to see here. It's just very dark. Not necessarily black, but a very, very dark brown as, of course, we would expect with an ale. I mean, that does meet the color criteria. All right, so yeah. Oh my God! Wow, that smells super sweet, as we're expecting with both the peanut butter and the chocolate. Wow, that smells so good. I want to say I smell like the pretzel a little bit, and maybe a little bit of the peanut butter. But it's very hard to tell. Very hard to tell. Definitely the peanut butter. I mean, it took me a minute to actually like pinpoint that flavor note, but I can definitely get the peanut butter. I mean, just right off the bat, of course, like I think I've said it before, like the first thing I noticed was that it was just a very sweet aroma, right? And of course, just with the obviously you have the beer notes already, right? I mean, yeah, but with the peanut butter and the pretzel and the chocolate, and then you're also trying to actually like find those notes in it, it can be very difficult here. Very difficult. You got to take your time to actually find those notes. You have to go into your tasting memory bank. Just like with my last video, you know, it was very hard for me to taste the blueberry at first because I was thinking of the very last experience I had with blueberries, with it being sweet and juicy. But the experience before that, which it was a while ago, the blueberries were actually a little tart, not so sweet actually, and I was able to actually pick out that exact note in the beer. And it's kind of with this one as well. It's like you're expecting one smell, or you're looking for a smell, but that may not actually be the smell that you're gonna smell. I want to say like maybe there's a little bit of donut in there, but I think I'm pretty firm on the peanut butter and the pretzel. But let's go ahead and get to the the actual tasting here. Oh wow! Oh my! Wow! Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Oh my God! Wow. It's funny because I think I said it a million times, like undrafted. Maybe it's because of how I'm drinking it, right? I mean, we serve this in pint cans at the Sun King Carmen location, right? But even in the tasting glasses that are, I think, with like 4 ounces, you know, you can't really do what you can do here. I mean, maybe if I sample this in a 10-ounce Belgian, maybe, you know, I would get the same experience. But man, this is. Very delicious. And I would still say I'm pretty firm on what pretty much the peanut butter taste. I mean, that's primarily what I'm getting, with the pretzel being secondary. And as far as the chocolate, I mean, I'm sure that note is in there, but it's very, very subtle. I would say go as far as like maybe not even chocolate, maybe vanilla perhaps. You know, maybe that's what I'm getting in there. But wow, that is so delicious. And I'm so happy I actually did this review, because I would say at first I didn't really care for this beer all that much. But, you know, with this, and I feel like I've had this experience with another video too. But yeah, I didn't really care for this beer all that much. But now, you know, I've decided to buy a can. Yes, I bought this beer. And, you know, put it in the glass and actually sit down and actually taste it instead of just drinking it. But of course, like I said, in a proper glass here. And wow, I'm absolutely, wow, I'm in love. I mean, definitely aerating it. That's why I'm spinning it, because, you know, aerating the beer can bring out the flavors a little bit, or bring down some flavors so you can kind of like get in there. If that makes sense. It's like I feel like there's something blocking my tasting view, right? And I need that out of the way. And so I'm gonna aerate it a little bit, you know, spin it around, get some air in there, and see what I can find. And what you get is just a creamy, I want to say like a light peanut butter, and like I said, a light pretzel goodness. But if you made it this far in the video, I congratulate you, because that means you get to see what's next. What's next, you ask? Well, similar to my Rainbow Haze video, which if you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to check it out. In that video, I had some Skittles. Was it Skittles? I think it was Skittles. I had some sort of candy, and I decided to try it. With the Rainbow Haze. And so with this beer, because it was, you know, they say it's an ale brewed with peanut butter icing, and chocolate covered peanut butter pretzel donuts. While I was a little lazy to get the peanut butter, I did have some pretzels already on hand in the office. By Meyer, I got some thin twist. Okay, let me see if I can actually turn this light down a little bit here. Does that work? Yeah, so I've got some thin twist, and I've got some old-fashioned donuts from Dunkin' Donuts. And these are just stuff I had on hand. I mean, I wanted, like, so I actually tried recording this video, I think. It was either this video or my previous video. It took me a few tries to actually get it. But regardless, it was kind of unplanned. And my original plan was to actually go to Jack's Donuts, see if I can actually find a similar donut, or this exact donut, and do this review and taste it with this beer. But like I said, since it was unplanned, I have this old-fashioned donut, which, believe it or not, are actually my favorite type of donut. Yeah, so I think first what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna take a bite of this. I'm gonna take a sip of this and see how it pairs. I admit they are a little hard. I mean, they're still soft. They're still edible. That's because they're from yesterday, but they were free. So yeah, I'm gonna pour a little bit more beer in there. I might end up actually finishing this up, because this will probably be my last video tonight. But I'm gonna take another bite to see how it compares. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, that actually does not taste bad at all. It almost makes me wonder if I actually had a chocolate donut, how would that actually pair? And just based on how, this tastes with an old-fashioned donut, I think that actually may taste pretty good. I think they may actually pair pretty darn well. I mean, as far as the pretzel, honestly, it may be a no-brainer. I mean, obviously, pretzels and beer. Well, it's usually light beer, though. But pretzels and beer go together. I mean, they've always gone together. Of course, it's not a chocolate pretzel. It is a salted pretzel. I mean, it was a no-brainer. I mean, did I really even have to do that test? Honestly. Although, I will say, I think that the donut ale paired. Yeah, I would say the donut ale paired a lot better with the donuts, right? Even just the old-fashioned donut than it did with this pretzel. Maybe mainly because it's probably just, thin, cooked, roasted pretzels, as opposed to, like the big fluffy pretzels. Maybe that would taste different. But I think that the beer definitely overpowers the pretzel. I mean, like once, sure, like that first drink, right? I'm like, oh, okay, this is. I mean, obviously, beer and pretzels go together, but after another drink or so, after more drinks, this definitely starts to overpower the pretzel. So I think it's mainly the donuts aspect that that pairing works. So I think that's pretty much it, you guys. I really want to thank you guys for watching. If you like this video or any of my videos, please like, subscribe. Tell your friends. If there's any other breweries or Indiana beers or breweries that you think that I would be interested in or that you want to see me review, please let me know down in the comments or shoot me a DM on my Instagram or Klaudless and Indy Facebook account. Shoot, you can Google me and I'm pretty easy to find, honestly. But yeah, and if you want to support me, of course, all that information is down in the description. But with that being said, say it with me. I think I'm getting there to being pretty consistent with my salutations. But it's gonna be cheers, salud, slancha, nastrovia, skål, prost, peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But until then, I think I'm gonna finish this beer because this is, like I said, I'm surprised that I actually really enjoyed this one. So, so I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.